Hello. Oh, we back. I think, right? Yeah, we gotta be back. I think my mic moving. I don't know where the mic at though. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, I gotta get right real quick. Hello. Hola. Como. Hello. Como. Yeah. Yeah. Get the close up on me. You know what I'm saying? All right. So check me out, man. You know what I'm finna do? Fuck all that. I'm finna get right. All right, check me out. Tried to set this up before, but I got tired of typing in the title. But I think we got something, bro. Put on my Bluetooth on, AirPods connected, Bluetooth, built-in Bluetooth. Okay, all right, we straight then. We straight. All right, so check this out, man. We got to talk about opening night, and NBC made a comeback. Now I wasn't, really around when NBC was making or streaming games. I'm only 23. I know I look older, but we're not here to talk about me. So Thunder against the Rockets, first game. Little sloppy game, slow. Started off real slow. They had Amen Thompson at point guard. That didn't end too well. Thunder is a great defensive team. They were pressuring the ball a lot. KD did not want to put the ball on the floor, and that's expected. Because Lu Dort was, pressuring the ball all game, playing good defense. Caruso was guarding Şengün because he was posting up from the 3-point line. The offense was terrible. But I mean, it worked. When he gets stops on the defensive end, you get out in transition, stuff like that. But they made Amen Thompson shoot, and he didn't capitalize. He made one that looked like a three from the top, but his toe was on the line, so it didn't count. But I like the fact that he is shooting a three ball though, not scared. I do like that. Kevin Durant didn't make a three that night. Steven Adams, does enough things, get rebounds, play decent paint defense, and yeah, he made his 2 free throws. So shout out him. But yeah, Reed Shepherd. I don't want to start off wrong. Because I'm planning on being consistent with this. Reed Shepherd is not the point guard that y'all need. He's not. He just over there trying to pull. He ain't trying to set up no offense. He ain't trying to get nobody involved for real. He just trying to pull. And, that's the Rockets, fault for drafting him so high. I get it. He got to play, but at the same time, that's not the recipe. So, I mean, they just got to go with him, X's and O's, and see how to, get some pin downs, some flares, so Kevin Durant can, get freely. And then another thing, they need a low post. They need to be able to get fucking Sengun in a low post. He shouldn't be posting up from the 3-point line. Shouldn't be. He really shouldn't be. Now the Thunder, on the other hand, Chet Holmgren started off real hot. He ended up fouling out later in the game, but he started off real hot. Shea started off slow, but he started going crazy in the fourth and later in the game. Couldn't hit a three though. That's one of his weaknesses. But it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Dort couldn't find the basket, but he was playing defense though. My goodness, Dort couldn't find the basket. Shea was playing good defense though too. Shea was locking up out there. You know what I'm saying? Cason Wallace, my favorite Thunder, or my favorite player on the Thunder. He's amazing. I really like Cason Wallace. Caruso, like I said, played good defense. Got a concussion, I guess. What's up to the one viewer? But he got a concussion, I guess. I don't know how. Aaron Wiggins had a crazy dunk. And then Adonai Mitchell, he had a crazy 4-point play before the half. Or before the quarter. I don't know if it was before the half, but it was before the quarter ended. But yeah, overall, Rockets, OKC was a good game, but shouldn't even went to overtime. Kevin Durant, he definitely called that timeout. But they built him. They definitely built that man. And then let's talk about the Warriors-Lakers. I'm not a Lakers fan, but I'm a LeBron's fan. Overall, I'm a fan of basketball. Luka. Is amazing on offense. He had like so many and ones. It wasn't even funny. But his defense is cruise. Like it is. It really is. His defense is cruise. Like it's amazing how bad defensively you can be sometimes, Luka. I'm not gonna lie to you. AR got in foul trouble, so he got to be a little bit smarter. Although one of the foul calls that Jimmy Butler was guarding was not a foul. It wasn't. But they called it nonetheless. Vanderbilt, no points in 12 minutes. Got to be better. Laravia, decent. I like Marcus Smart for this team, for the Lakers. I do. He got in a little foul trouble early, but I do like Marcus Smart. I like the energy. Rui got to get more than 6 shots. Way more than 6 shots. If Marcus Smart got 6 shots off the bench, Rui should have more. And he played 35 minutes. So JJ got to do a better job of getting Rui the ball. Aiden got to be more aggressive. Got to. You need to be at this your contract year, bro. You got to average 20. Well, you ain't got to average 20, but at least try to get 20. I need you in double-digit rebounds. You know what I'm saying? You got to block, I guess. That's all right. Hayes. I'm not going to talk too bad about you, Hayes, because you all right. But why do you come back every year with the same game? I don't, what did you work on this offseason? Besides, probably staying in shape and growing that beard out that you got. And I ain't trying to be funny. I'm not. But, what did you work on this summer? You ain't work on even the mid-range. You ain't got to work on the 3. What about the mid-range? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we're going to get off that topic. Butler, good game. Heard him and Curry got a bet that he'll shoot better from the free throw line. I don't think so. But it is a good bet to have. A little friendly competition. Never hurt nobody. Draymond did Draymond things. Running the offense, getting his rebounds, playing decent defense. Doing what he can out there. Kuminga, I like it. Kuminga. Keep it up. Pods had a quiet game. Can't really expect too much from him anyway. Horford getting up there, but it's okay. Buddy Hield had some crazy, like a crazy 2-3 minute stretch where they wasn't playing defense on him for real. They forgot what Buddy Hield or Buddy Love is capable of. Gary Payton gonna give you what he gonna give you. He gonna cut to the basket. He gonna play amazing defense. I love Gary Payton. Second, I just wish he could stay healthy. Who was I gonna say? Oh, Curry. Last but not least, Curry. Didn't have the best of games, but he had a solid game. He hit the dagger, from far on Gabe Vincent, which is, that was kind of different. I'm not gonna lie. Now we're getting into last night's games, Wednesday. Knicks versus the Cavs. Knicks end up winning. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know what's going on with Jared Allen, but 4 points is unacceptable. Now, I didn't watch this game, but he averaged 13 last year. 4 points? The Knicks defense can't be that good. Evan Mobley, 22. Spider Mitch, 31. Sam Merrill, 19. I like it. Tyson, not bad. Nance Jr.'s stepped up. Dean Wade, I love Dean Wade. Alonzo, gotta, make his shots. But, other than that, he did his job, 6 assists, 4 rebounds. You ain't gonna have a shooting every game. That's basketball. First game of the season, too. Gotta slow down the turnovers a little bit. But he'll be okay. He'll be all right. It's a good fit for him, I think. On the Knicks, Anunoby. I love Anunoby so much. His game is just, I love it. He just want to play hard and win. Same thing with Bridges. I like Bridges. Carl, decent game. They don't have to do too much. Same thing with Brunson. Brunson didn't have a good game, but like I said, it's first game of the season, bro. They trying to hoop. And I respect it. Now, McBride, on the other hand, McBride is so good off the bench. He really is. Sorry, y'all, I'm eating. I ain't ate all day. Nets and Charlotte, this was a blowout. Not like a crazy blowout, but it wasn't close for real. It wasn't. My boy Cam Thomas, bad game. It happens. First game of the season, Porter, bad game. Claxton showed up though. You know what I'm saying? Now, Cam Thomas had 13 free throws. That's kind of crazy for him. He doesn't have on the average a lot of free throws, so they must have been hacking out of him. Deron Sharp, I think. Dayron. I don't think that's how you say his name. Sharp had a great game, but got a little foul trouble. Igor Demon, the rookie, hoping. He's hoping. I like it. Good pickup Nets. I like it. Clowney, not his best game, but it's okay. First game. LaMelo, solid game. He didn't do too much. Brandon Miller had a crazy lob. LaMelo to Brandon. Fast break. 25 points. Bridges, decent, solid game. Good, rebounder. Diabate, I think that's the second year player. I'm not sure. Oh no, fourth year player. They just picked him up last year. I'm tripping. Um, Solid performance, 6'10", doing his job. Basically they back up big. Sexton, solid off the bench. And they got Terrence Mann or Trey Man. I said Terrence Mann. The other team got Trey Man. I'm tripping. Uh, the Iverson of this league, swag wise anyway. And then Con Kneppel did his thing, made his shots. Starting lineup, NBA debut. Next game, Heat versus Magic. This was a close, a gritty game. It always is, because they both got physical play styles and they don't shoot the ball well from the three. But I like it. Bane, first game with this new team. Playing how he plays. Suggs. I love Jalen Suggs so much. Play defense. Just do what the team needs. Ventura had a solid game. He did have a crazy shot at the end that I didn't agree with, but they ended up winning the game. So Franz Wagner, I love Franz. I be calling for a lot of fouls though. Tristan De Silva, he hooped this off last game. I'm not gonna lie, he did. Goga had a couple great plays with the assist. Anthony Black, he gonna be Anthony Black, playing defense and shooting shots when he open, and I respect it. Now the Heat, Wiggins had a good, clutch three at the end to make it, keep it close, but it was only three of the game. Solid, solid player. He ain't going to do nothing too special at this point in his career. He ain't really trying to do nothing much, which is crazy because he's only 30 years old. I'm about to be 31. But that's neither here nor there. Bam, double-double. Didn't have his best of games. He got to work on his three ball. He has to. If he going to be shooting it like that anyway. Because, yeah. Yeah, you got to work on that, big dog. I'm not saying you not. But, yeah. Anyway, Norman Powell debut for the Heat. Went crazy, which we expected, or which I expected. He averaged 20 on the Clippers. So what you think he gonna do when he got his own team in the sorts? Anyway, and he got on the rebounds. Davion Mitchell, that boy can sit in that chair, can't it? And he had 12 assists. That nigga was hooping over there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was. Fontecchio and Jaime Jaquez, they hooped this game. They really did hoop this game, bro. All right, next game, the Raptors versus Hawks. I was low-key shocked. Nah, their starting lineup is crazy. But I was low-key shocked that the Hawks went out like this, though. I was actually kind of shocked. Because normally, they figure it out. Now, part of the reason why they couldn't figure it out was because Trae Young didn't have his best of games. Now, Porzingis hooped. You know what I'm saying? Dyson Daniels only shot, 4 shots. Now, granted, he got in foul trouble. You got to be better with that. You have to. Come on, Dyson. They need you on the floor for defense. Because Trae Young, he ain't playing defense like that. Jalen Johnson, solid game. Ricochet, good game. Okongwu always gonna have a good. Okongwu's so consistent. It's not even funny. Like, people don't want to talk about it, but that man is consistent. Like you know what you're gonna get out of him every night. He gonna fight on the boards. He gonna play physical, and he ain't scared to shoot that gosh darn ball. If he open, he gonna shoot that ball. Or if he feel like he got a mismatch, they don't call him. They called him the big O. You know what I'm saying? When he was at Chino or Lamelo, Nikhil Alexander Walker. Look at me. Don't do that. Don't do that, bro. They didn't sign you to try to be your cousin, bro. And I don't even want to, you know what I'm saying, if I ever meet you in person, I ain't got no hate towards you. I don't. But this was a bad game, my boy. I'm not going to lie to you. 2 for 15. Hmm? I'm going to leave it alone, though. You know what I'm saying? It's basketball. I'm going to leave it alone. Um, yeah, I'm going to leave it alone. Luke Kennard, bad shooting performance as well. He hit one of their sharpshooter. He forced up a couple shots, but we ain't going to talk about that. Brandon Ingram, solid game. Bear went off. Barnes went off. Quickly didn't have the, best of shooting nights, but he did have a solid game though on both ends of the floor. Scotty Barnes had a crazy ass block. Shit was kind of crazy. Anyway, Grady had 21 off the bench. You know what I'm saying? Hooping. He looked like I don't know if it was a defense or what, but he looked like he wanted to hoop this. Look like he wanted to hoop this year. And if that's the case, league might be in trouble on the East if they stay healthy. Um, yeah, if they stay healthy, the league can be in trouble. 138 points is crazy on opening night. It is. I think that's the highest. Yeah, yeah, that's insane. Sixers and Celtics. BJ Edge gone. Nigga's a hooper. He's looking nice. I'm not gonna lie. He don't look scared either. He's really motivated out there. And which is good. You need that hunger. You know what I'm saying? The love of the game needs to be there. Tyrese Maxey. That nigga's nice. I'm not gonna lie. I was skeptical, a couple years ago when he was starting to rise. But he's nice. Tyrese Maxey is nice, bro. He is. He really is. Got to stay out of foul trouble. But he plays hard though. You know what I'm saying? But he does gotta stay out of foul trouble. But he plays hard though, nonetheless. Embiid didn't really play that much. Didn't have the best of games, but we know what Embiid can do when he's healthy. And I'm not saying he's not healthy, but yeah, they got the win. That's really all that matters. They got the win. Quentin Grimes gonna do what Quentin Grimes do. Come off the bench, get some couple shots off, play some defense, do everything. Literally, Quentin Grimes does everything. Sam Hauser, you gotta hoop, bro. You do. You gotta hoop. You their best shooter, quote unquote. Pritchard, I don't know why they gave you the ball at the end of the game, back to back. That was kind of crazy. I don't got no hate for Pritchard, but Pritchard is not that guy. I know y'all like to hype him up and you know what I'm saying, Celtic Nation, but no, bro. No. No. I said he was taking too many shots last year. Because he is. He's not that guy. Respectfully. And now y'all got him embarrassing himself, forcing shots that's not even supposed to go to him in the first place. Y'all got Derek White 4 for 13 and 1 for 7. He's shooting way too many threes. Just forcing it. Now I get it. You know what I'm saying? They're told to shoot a lot of threes, but come on, bro. It's not even basketball at this point. They just pulling. And I don't like, come on, bro. That's unacceptable. Anyway, Jalen Brown, solid game. I like Jalen Brown as a person. Kata did his thing. He fouled out, but I ain't gonna lie. Kata had a jumper. Celtics could be scary if Kata had a jumper. Boucher, solid. I mean, he's not gonna really give you too much at this point in his career. Xavier Tillman gonna give you some rebound to play defense. He ain't really shoot too well. Simons, I like Simons. Simons is a great 6 man to have off the bench for sure. He really should be starting. Peyton Pritchard, he's better than Peyton Pritchard, but I get it. You know, Peyton Pritchard been there, and they're gonna let him start. But like, he's not better. So yeah, that's that game. Shout out the Sixers for winning, and VJ Edgecombe, best debut since Will Chamberlain. All right, so Pistons Bulls. This game got out of hand, but they came back. But they should have never went down that much. I was watching this game. The Pistons should not have went down by that much. I get it's the first game of the season, but like, come on though, you can't do that. K didn't have the best of games, but if you watch that game, you know he had to force shots like that because nobody else on this team can create offense for real. Nobody, and it's actually kind of sad to watch. Isaiah Stewart, great game. He was limping around a lot, but he still hooped. Duncan Robinson, he was forcing shots. You got to do better, Duncan. You got to, my nigga. Or my brother. My fault. You ain't even black. But come on, man. Jalen Duren, I don't know why he's not playing that many minutes. I don't like that. I don't know if he hurt or I know what it is. He probably not in shape. And coach know that. So he's trying to ease him back in. Which is smart. Jalen, you got to get a jumper too, bro. Like, you got to get at least a mid-range, bro. You got to help. You can't have two people that can't shoot playing on the court at the same time. Thompson and Duren, they can't shoot. I love Asar Thompson. Me personally, I think Asar is better than the man, but that's just me though. You can't have them on the court at the same time, but they play amazing defense and they're so athletic and they want to win. I be feeling bad for K sometimes. It's like, bro, the floor spacing be terrible. It do. It be terrible sometimes. They tried to space it out with Duncan and Tobias, but if Duncan Robinson ain't hooping, it ain't too much coach can do. Ron Holland, his stats don't look bad, but if you watch the game, he had some crazy. I don't even know what to say. You got to be a little better though. If you watch the game, you will know what I'm talking about. But he does give out effort though. He does give out great effort. He does want to hoop, and I appreciate that. But like from the 5th pick in the draft though, I don't know. Maybe I'm being too harsh on him. But what I seen from that game, I was like, now he did have a good dunk. I will say that. What was I gonna say? Oh, Karis LeVert, he getting old, bro. I'm sorry. You can see it. Like, I'm not saying he can't hoop, but he ain't hooping like how he was back in the day. Um, Buzelis is hooping. He need to hit a three, but he hooping. That's a 6'10" player, by the way. Vucevic is just, it is crazy because he wasted so many years on the Magic. Well, I ain't gonna say wasted, but he should have a ring by now. Is basically what I'm trying to say. Because he's so nice. And he's 35. Well, tomorrow he's turning 35. And he still can hoop at this level. It's crazy to me. It just is, bro. Cherry Jones, he gonna do what he does. He just like his brother, they're point guards that's gonna make sure the offense is ran and they can make an open shot when they open. Giddey kind of does too much. His offensive game is, when you watch him, his offense is very limited. It's not even funny. But he's so tall, so he's a mismatch. But he had 19 and 11, gets in foul trouble. But yeah, 6 turnovers, because it's, like I said, his game is so limited. He don't have a bag for real. You know what I'm saying? He's just 6'8" and just forcing, you know what I'm saying? But Dosunmu, I like Dosunmu. He won it for real. Kevin Huerter came in, make some good shots. I ain't gonna lie. I like Huerter, but yeah, I mean, Bulls are gonna be the Bulls probably from last year. Probably gonna win about. They might win 50 games this year. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, like I said, Bulls won. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, moving on. We have the Grizzlies and Pelicans. Now Ja went off this game. It was a little, it's not scruffle, but a little talking between Jordan Poole and Kentavious. Poole looked decent out there. Not too much. Zion hoop, which we expect. He looked trimmer. I like it. Herb Jones looked like he back to 100%. He fouled out, but he hoping though. You know what I'm saying? Trey Murphy gotta be better. Gotta be better. Saddiq Bey hooped a little bit. He didn't make his threes, but hey, Jeremiah Fears, twin. Jeremiah. He hooped. Now, I don't know how that jumper looking, but he hooped nonetheless. Jaren Jackson, solid game. Fouled out. You know how it go, bro. When you guarding Zion, but he still had amazing. He had 6 blocks, so that's how it is though when you guarding Zion. Jalen Wells, solid game. Jack Londale, you shouldn't be fouled out, bro. You just shouldn't be. Anyway, Caldwell Pope getting old. You can't hoop like he used to. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. You don't need him to. Now, they got some other people on the bench. I don't know. GG Jackson didn't hoop. I think he was hurt, probably. I don't know. Anyway, Wizards versus Bucks. We didn't really got to, say too much on this. It was a blowout. They came back a little bit, but this was initially a blowout. Giannis with a master class. Um, Kuzma, solid game. Middleton tried to get back, didn't he? Middleton trying to get back. Who else hooped out, bro? Miles Turner had a decent game. He had a good dunk. For sure. Gary Trent, solid game. Miles Turner got to do a little better from the three, but it's okay. Kevin Porter got hurt, I think. Yeah, he did. He got hurt. He was hooping, though, up until then. AJ Green, that's the sharpshooter, did his job. Tony Prince hooped. Like I said, Kuzma did his thing out there. Go Anthony. You gotta stop hacking, bro. You got to. Ryan Rollins, boo out there. But it's okay. Cam Whitmore hooped. And then the rookie Trey Johnson. The rookies hooped last night. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of rookies hooped last night. They did. They showed their butt. Deontay George hooped. Sorry did a decent job, but it's only so much you can do. Now McCollum, you looking old, boy. You looking old. I think Morgan Bagley out there just taking up minutes. Good Lord. Anyway, Clippers Jazz. This was kind of crazy. They blew out like that. Clippers got blew out like that, bro. Shit was kind of crazy. Kawhi wasn't aggressive. He didn't want to hoop for real. Or he wasn't ready to hoop. One of the two. Derrick Jones did what he did. Zubac hooped. Harden with the assists and the shots, but he wasn't really efficient from the three. Bill didn't play that much because his ass wanted to foul. Batum's getting old. John Collins hooped and Brook Lopez hooped. I will say that. Chris Paul getting old. You can see it. Chris Paul be trying to hoop, though. I ain't going to lie. On defense, he be trying to. Chris Paul be trying to hoop with his old. Chris Dunn. $22 minutes, bro. 0 points. Now, I know you're a defender, but you only had 1 steal and 2 points. I mean, 1 steal in 22 minutes. Come on, man. Marketing, giving their ass work. Kessler, ball game from the three. He looking nice, ain't he? I know. George, Keontae, hooping. He got to make his threes though, but I like Keontae. He's trying to get to that bag. I love Taylor Hendricks. My boy Ace got illness, I guess, so he didn't play that much, but he didn't have a good game. Now I like Ace Bailey. I think Ace Bailey, I know Ace Bailey is better than Cooper. But I don't know if he's going to have the opportunity that Cooper Flag has, though, because of Laurie and, Keontae. But, yeah, like I said, bro, Walter Clayton hooped. But yeah, not too much to say about this. This is a blowout. Spurs versus Mavericks. This was a blowout, too. But Wemby is looking different. And I tried to tell niggas, bro. I really tried to tell people. People was like, Wemby's ranked too high. What? How is Wemby ranked? How was Wemby ranked too high? Because he got hurt last year, or not even get hurt. He had blood clots, bro. But before, what was he? He was averaging like 24 and 12. Are y'all out of y'all mind? How they not top five? Really top three, if we're gonna be honest. But I give him top five because yeah. Anyway, 40 and 15, only missed 6 shots against a solid defensive bigs in Lively and AD. Anyway, my boy Devin Vassell, solid game, not the best. Castle hooped. Castle looking nice. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Castle is looking nice. Harrison Barnes getting a little old, but he hooping. Keldon Johnson goes crazy off the bench. He knows his role. Get to that basket. Bro, get to that basket. And he, crash the glass. He does a whole lot of stuff out there. Dylan Harper, another rookie, hooping. And he's so tall too as a guard, bro. But he's hooping. You talking about Cornet didn't really do nothing, but that's okay. AD, boo boo game. Boo boo. Don't worry about it though. Cooper Flag, boo boo game. It's okay though. Klay Thompson, boo boo game. It's okay though. Najee Marshall. I think that man played one good year on the Pelicans. Oh, no, he didn't. He had his best year last year. Anyway, that's not the point. D'Angelo Russell, this is why the Lakers got rid of you. You can't. Ooh. Now, I will give you the benefit of the doubt. Spurs do got some defenders over there. They do. They do. But come on, bro. You can't be doing this. And come on, bro. And you still 29, bro. You're supposed to be your prime, and you dropping 6 points on 6 shots. Come on, folks. You got Max Christie over there balling out over you, folks. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. Anyway, Kings and Suns. This was supposed to get out of hand, but they need Sabonis. They do. The fact that they lost to the Suns is actually insane. Anyway, Levine went crazy, and DeRozan. Malik Monk does what he does. Russell Westbrook is Russell Westbrook. I'm not gonna bash on his name like everybody else do. He hooped. He didn't do the best, but he's hooping out there. Ellis, I like Ellis. He plays defense too. But yeah. Anyway, Suns, bro. Like, they first off, they got Dylan Brooks shooting 24 shots. If you got Dylan Brooks shooting 24 shots and you lose, it's time to reconsider what we're doing out here. I'm just saying. Now Booker gonna do what Booker does. Royce O'Neal hoop, solid glue guy. Mark Williams hooped, and Grayson Allen did too. Shout out Grayson Allen, bro. Everybody thought, not everybody, but most people thought, he wasn't gonna pan out in the league. It was looking a little shaky. It was, but he figured out his role. You know, not as dirty of a player as he was in the past. Good for him. And the last game of the night was Portland versus the Timberwolves. AE, that nigga AE is so nice, bro. He remind me of myself, like really. Besides all the emotion, me when I hooped, I was really all about business. I wasn't gonna talk, crazy. You wasn't gonna see me getting hype and stuff like that. I get to a bag and I'm quiet. That's just me. I've always been that way. It's my personality. Randall, solid game. Very, very solid game. Gobert. Gobert, you a different type dude, bro. But you hoop though. You hoop. DiVincenzo, he hooped. Shout out DiVincenzo, bro. Um, Conley getting old. Don't expect too much from him. Terrence Shannon hooped, but coach got mad at him for that dumb layup he tried to do though. That was a dumb layup. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Reed didn't do much, but he's still out there. He hooping. I like Reed. Kamara plays defense. Avia solid. Couldn't hit a three though. Klingon plays solid. You know what I'm saying? Holiday getting up there and in the ages. But he tried. Shaden Sharp. Poo poo. What you talking about? Not Jeremy Grant. He hoping. Jeremy Grant hoping. What you talking about? But yeah, man, that was the recap from those 2 days. I'll be back tomorrow morning for the football and the 2 games tonight. I think there is 2 games tonight, right? Yeah, Thunder Pacers and Nuggets versus the Warriors. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Recap. So yeah, starting off for now, man. I'll turn this. Oh, okay.